This is WP Living with a WordPress theme review. Before I get stuck into that, I just want to say a few things about connections. I'm here on the front page of wpliving.net. If you haven't checked out the site, please do so after the video. I'll leave a link below. Connections. I've added a number of social media icons here, as you can see. If you're on Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest or YouTube, please get in touch. Let's connect. Let's talk about all things WordPress. I'd love to see what you're doing, what you're working on. So feel free to connect via one of those social media avenues. Or if you're a kind of traditional kind of person, you can always contact me by email via the link here under info and contact. There's a contact page. So yeah, let's hook up, let's chat. Okay, let's get down to WordPress theme business. Today, I want to look at a theme by a company called Frogs Themes. And the theme is this one. It's Creative Grid Pro. And it's priced at $48. And it is being billed as a super slick portfolio WordPress theme built on HTML5. It is fully responsive, and it's about showcasing your content. This is a portfolio theme through and through. And we're going to have a look at the feature set first before jumping into the demo. And as usual, I like to kind of get a sense of what the company's got in store before we actually get into the demo. So if we scroll down the presentation page here, I mean, you can clearly see that the responsive side of this theme is being pushed hard here. And I must say it does look good on iPhone, and they have put in a lot of work in thinking about how the theme will respond on smaller platforms, particularly mobile platforms. So it's nice to see that work going into it. In terms of features, well, what does it come with? It comes with this sort of coding, HTML5 and CSS3, the latest standards in web design coding. It's fully responsive. It has a customizable front page. It is cross-browser compatible. There's a one-click install option. There's an options framework, which is pretty cool. It's the ThemeFrog options framework, and you can see it here. This is what it looks like. And so if you install the theme, you get these basic options, another tabulated admin panel, but it's very straightforward, very clearly laid out, and you can manipulate all the options via that panel. Going back to the features, it has different templates. We'll see in a minute, the bio page template, which is pretty cool. It has a blog template. It supports video, which is always nice. I love anything that supports video. And it also has a built-in Google Fonts library, so you can manipulate fonts, and multiple widget areas, and a few other things such as social network integration and custom shortcodes. Okay, that in the blink of an eye is the feature set for this theme, Creative Grid Pro, a responsive portfolio theme. Now, let's jump to the demo. Okay, here we go. I'm going to get rid of this top frame right away because it just eats up real estate, screen real estate. All right, this is it, Creative Grid Pro. Simple, minimal, there is no question, and for me, very Swiss style design here. I mean, the font types remind me very much of Helvetica. The layout is very modern, very contemporary feel, and clearly being oriented at designers, web designers, artistic designers, architectural designers, designers in general, because it's very graphic heavy. And the front page is all about graphics, and it's where you basically add all your portfolio items. And so the assumption at work here is that you will have X amount of portfolio items, enough to populate the front page. And then when you've entered those, you can start to filter them by category. And it's a nice little jQuery effect, arranges the thumbnails by category. But if we go back to the main page, I really like this simple presentation. I mean, it's just straight to it. The black background and the white font for the website title, the subtitle, which is a description of what you do, immediately a contact number, and then a Hire Me button. I mean, that's just straight to the point in terms of what a portfolio should do. It should talk about your work, it should give people access to you, and so on. Let's have a look at a single entry of this portfolio. If we click on one, Another little bit of action goes here, a slider. It opens up the main image associated with that post, that portfolio post. This is a photo, and it's a photo gallery, so you can cycle through these. And so if this was a project, you'd be looking at different images from a particular project. The title of the project can be added below, as can some basic information about who it's by and what it was for. Here they've really gone for minimal information, but you can add more via the composition screen. There's a little X button here to close that window, and then you can move on to another one. And let's take Robert Duval, for example. Not much going on there. So that's how the front page portfolio works. It really is just a series of images, a gallery if you like, but with tactile, kind of interactive sliding functionality. You can also load more here, so there's infinite scrolling going on. If you have that many portfolio items, you can keep going and going and going. The theme also comes with other things aside from a portfolio. It comes with a blog template, and this is what the blog looks like. Very simple, even more simple than the front page. And here, one of the things that strikes me as being slightly negative about the theme is it really is difficult now to see, to differentiate between the sections. I mean, the background and foreground colors are almost blurred into one, but those again could be manipulated via the admin panel, so you could create some stronger contrast there. The blog picks up the same overall motif of small blocks and text overlaid over the blocks and then populated with content. And the layout is very simple and sparse, and the design breathes a lot of white space going on, but it's clear, and the sidebar is widgetized. There is also a nice biography template, sort of like a CV template, where it comes now into 3 columns, and you can add a resume here on the left. You can then add key biography sections at center, including things like experience and awards and languages, education and so on, and then a means of contact. That's a nice template there. There's also a full width page, which is pretty straightforward and very basic, and then there are shortcodes as well, and quite a few shortcodes in fact, and you can see just scrolling through there what you can do with this theme. And finally a contact page which integrates a Google map, again very nicely laid out, very simple. So that is really what's going on with Creative Grid Pro. I mean, it is very basic, but it has all the it's really nicely, I think the word that comes to mind when using this theme is intensity. And that's to say it's very basic, but the basic functionality has been given a sort of intensity. So the actions that things perform, lead you into the content, and I like that quite a lot. Things I like less, it's a little bit boxy for me. If it was my portfolio personally, I would like something a little bit more friendly and rounded, and something that kind of speaks about me, but that's just me. Otherwise, it is what it is. It's good. It's modern. It's contemporary. It's clean. You can build on it. Yeah, it's a good portfolio. I like it a lot. I'm going to stop there, and thank you for watching. And if you like these videos, please subscribe. And if you have suggestions for other themes to review, please let me know. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time. Bye-bye.